Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Here's Jones. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt, and now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Off play action, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Porter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got it.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. But it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
We're down to the 41. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 41, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On play action, Lawrence. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On first and 10, it's ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, they go Montgomery. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. A field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's...
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence.
Try to lay one up deep. And this is caught.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. On the set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in this. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, They spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schaefer.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bears have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
On second down, a run with ETN.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Lawrence will throw. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there, who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
And space tough to come by there, as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception. interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
To throw again on second down.
Fields.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On second down, they'll run it here. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal.
To throw is Fields.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Now Fields.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown. A big-time fourth-quarter return for a touchdown to tie this game. Now the PAT obviously would give them the lead. And
as we know, it's no longer a gimme since they changed the rules a couple of seasons ago.
Now for the point after. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Bears 37.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 46-yard line.
give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Here's a give up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have taken a 4th-quarter lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Ready, set.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out, but I don't think there's any work.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they look to convert the first down. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be fourth down.
I'm ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh we. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh we. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, living a lie. You know be gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Tema, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Who's you ranting? I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at?
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good